Oh, I
we
got you.
we've been hitting the red button for like at least a year now over on the other platform. And now we're back. It's like, okay, we got to hit the blue button. The button is
It's
blue.
the blue button to go live.
Okay. What's up, y'all? This is Suge Wrestling. That's Matty Laws. What's up, Silvertail? Ninetail Silver Fox.
Bro,
I'm
we've
all
been
good.
live for 30 seconds. It is 5:30 at night over here, and you right in the chat right away. We are happy to see that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome to West Coast Weekly. We have ditched the Wednesday moniker because it's so hard
We
to get
can't
us.
fucking settle on a Wednesday.
Nah, it was easy before, but life is his life's the whole lot, and now it's not so easy for us. But hopefully, the regular time should be Monday morning. If you can't check us out live, feel free to hit that replay. But this one, we most definitely live. We got a lot to talk about. A lot has happened this week. Should we?
What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with well, there's a lot of old men hurting themselves this week.
Yeah, I mean, not so, and some not so old men too. Like, um, Rich
Was there a
Holland got
young man
hurt.
that got hurt?
Rich Holland not got hurt not too long ago. And oh, it would be the betrayal of CrossFit Jesus. That did happen too. But Rich Holland got hurt not too long ago against Mike Santana. And unfortunately, it seems that WWE is not picking up his contract. And this is a bit of a shady deal. As much of a Rich Holland detractor as I am, which, by the way, I'm blocked by Rich Holland on Twitter. I don't know when it happened, but I've been blocked.
I mean, you've been talking noise for a minute. Valid noise, but still noise.
Valid, valid, very valid. Usually I don't talk about such a large man. Um,
Those are some big shoulders.
yeah, but he really retired a favorite of ours and didn't retire that move immediately after, which is crazy to me.
Again, a belly to belly suplex can be easily botched, but yeah.
On the outside though,
You really shouldn't be doing a move like that to the outside. I mean, Kurt Angle, I feel like, is the only example that because that motherfucker could throw people.
yeah, Kurt Angle, maybe Shelton Benjamin, maybe even outside into the ring, but don't continue to use the move that puts somebody on the shelf. And I'm not saying that this is true, but I heard he didn't go. He didn't ride in the ambulance. He didn't take that ambulance ride with Big E. And it's customary in the business, from what I hear from a lot of old school cats, that if you hurt somebody at a show, you need to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, you usually go with them.
Yeah, and you're there until they can go home. Like you can go home because you're part of the reason they can't go home. But yeah, Rich Holland is not getting his contract picked up. The sad part about this is he did not get paid anything extra for the TNA for his TNA match, and he hurt his foot. He has a LaFranc injury, and that's injury to like the big bone of the foot, like not the toe bones, but like an actual
Oh
foot
yeah,
bone.
it's that injury. I thought he had fractured his ankle or something.
No, it's a little more. It's a little more deeper in the foot or more foot focused, but WWE reportedly is not going to be paying for his physical therapy because he's not under contract, and that's
That's kind of
incredible.
fucked.
That's very fucked. I
Because he
think,
got hurt on the job.
yeah, it's not like he decided to go over to TNA and wrestle for shits and giggles. Somebody told him to go over there.
Yeah,
That is
Silvertail.
that
That
is
is definitely a dilemma.
you know
That
I
this is gonna easily lead to a lawsuit. Yeah.
It should, and we've been talking about how broke WWE is, but this is just ridiculous.
Oh, I don't know if I froze or if he froze. Sugar, come back. Okay, he froze. Okay. Um, since that's the case, uh, I feel like moving up. His Wi-Fi broke.
Okay, we back. Oh, I
you called
froze.
you called WWE broke and your ass froze.
You know what? That's probably Spectrum. Like, yeah, get your Wi-Fi up. We're broke, but you're over here freezing. Okay, that's next. Okay.
You want to go on to the other injury, Kota Ibushi breaking his leg?
I can't believe they showed that.
See, it was a pre-taped match. We heard about it days before. That is plenty of time to go, hey, quick, let's just do a match in front of, small
Yeah,
audience.
yeah. It's not like it was at Daly's place.
Yeah,
So
that's wild that they showed. They must have thought the match was cooking, bro.
they must have thought that. I don't know. Like, I don't think you can save everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly you had somebody in the back. Like, you run out there and beat up Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, like we the dude broke his femur. Like it wasn't like broken and like sideways hanging off by a thread or shit like that, but that's that is a
Pretty.
bad break for him to have taken.
It's an incredibly significant one. Like, you rarely hear of femurs getting broke. You know, you
I
maybe somebody
mean,
fractures an ankle, breaks a leg, but a femur?
that's the hardest bone in your leg.
You broke your thigh bone?
But he did come out and say, like literally today, he put out that statement, didn't he?
Yeah, so he put out a statement today. It's going to take him 1 full year to heal, and then another full year after that to get back in the ring. So 2 years.
I I hate to say it, but please, for the love of God, hang it up. I I was one of the biggest Kota Ibushi fans for like the past decade,
Okay.
and we have seen him just get nothing but injured for the past 2, 3 years of that.
Some people in AEW have had the worst luck. Um, I top three got to be Brian Cage. Um, did we just get a StreamYard? Oh, I didn't know we
What
could.
the hell?
Right? Who said that? I'll figure it out later.
I pressed the wrong button. I hit that little dollar sign on the bottom of my screen.
Oh, you did that. Okay.
Yeah, I
All
did it
right.
on accident.
Okay. But Brian Cage, Kota Ibushi, the Martin brothers have all had incredibly terrible luck in AEW.
With injuries, absolutely. I mean, you can also say Wardlow the past couple of years.
Wardlow was one of them too. Hell, Pac, he's been on and off TV with various issues.
Like a lot of these guys seem to have persistent nagging injuries. Like, I mean, other than the Martin brothers who just break their legs and shit like that,
Oh God.
blow out ACLs. Like the Martin brothers suffer significant injuries. Everybody else just has nagging injuries that keeps them out. Oh, thank you for the repost, Silvertail or Silver
Thank
Fox.
you.
All right. I think he might have froze again as we get another watcher. I apologize. I'm going to keep filling until he returns. How's everybody doing tonight? Go ahead, hit up the comment section. Oh, is he back? He back.
I added bingo hall. Like I'm gonna just leave that up because my Wi-Fi is not does not want to participate. Maybe the TV is on. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Oh, dude, trust me. I think I had to get off of the laptop to keep going.
Oh man, I might have to hop in on my phone too. We're gonna see how that works. But okay, we hit Ibushi. And it is anyone. I don't think anyone is at fault here because it was a fireman's carry on top, and you just slipped.
Yeah, it was just bad balance, a bad balance spot. Freak accidents like this happen, and honestly, the way the injury happened probably was, the least gruesome way that could have happened
Yeah,
because Ibushi's leg could have completely Sid Vicious on national television.
yeah. It could have. We could have had a puncture wound from within.
And it's to his left leg too. There's an artery in that leg that if he would have severed, he could have been bad.
Yeah. So I'm happy. Kota Ibushi is Kota Ibushi is okay. We got
Yeah,
another
two
big
year
old
recovery.
Wi-Fi.
2 year recovery time is a long fucking time. But in my opinion, please just hang it up.
I
You've
gotta
you've
agree.
given enough to the wrestling world, bro. We've seen you land on the top of your head for 20 years.
It's okay. You know, everybody wants to do hood rat things with they hood rat friends. You know, but maybe there's something else for you to do within AEW. They need help on the storytelling side. They need
A
help
trainer
dealing with
role.
right. They need help dealing with talent coming from Japan. That's not Kenny Omega. There's other things for you to do. Tony Khan needs help. Like he can't keep booking all of this by himself.
And I'm going to just give a little bit of, you know, discredit to whoever called that spot, like for that match.
Uh,
Because it is kind of a dangerous spot, but yeah.
yeah, somebody did okay that.
No, the real people that need the discredit is again the people that aired the match. We knew
That's
days before. We knew days before that injury happened. We didn't need to see the footage of it, and they showed like what 3 different angles.
they did. And speaking of the internet community having our voice having an effect on the product, I feel like there was enough people talking about, are y'all still gonna do this? Are y'all still gonna air this? Y'all still gonna air this? And then they did it anyway.
And again, it wasn't as bad of an injury visually as it could have been,
Which one was that?
but
Dante Martin at Ring
but
of
that was
Honor.
on pay per view. That was on
Yeah,
pay per view.
that was crazy. Like it could have been worse. It could have been something like that. But speaking of things
But
the internet wrestling community were able to do, positive spins, we got AJ Styles and John Cena in Perth.
first off, this was like the first time I'd seen AJ wear trunks like that in like 15 years.
Yeah, yeah. 15 more than
Specifically,
15.
those tights specifically were the ones that he wore on TNA Impact's like TV national debut.
Right. And I think that's the same picture they put of him on that Pro Wrestling Illustrated cover.
Mm.
So John Cena could have came out, with the old school John Cena armbands for one night only. And I feel like that would have been a little bit better. But it doesn't make sense to sell yellow T-shirts to a crowd and yellow armbands and this yellow and green scheme, and then come out in your old stuff.
Yeah.
You
Which,
know,
by the way, almost everybody in that arena had one of those shirts on.
that's what I
Like,
love about other places. Like,
that is insane how many of those shirts sold.
even like, I'll give you an example. LA Sports, a Laker game. Even if somebody gives you free shirts at the Laker game, nobody's putting them on because we didn't put together a whole fit to come to the Laker game. So if this don't necessarily match the fit, I'm not putting this on. Same for a Dodger game. But if you watch any other major sports team, they're giving out free team merch. You have it on before you get to your seat.
Oh, bro. Yeah, Silver Fox got the overseas support from the crowds make us look crazy. We look like we just get off work and go.
Yeah, you know what? That's been me at a couple shows. I try not to, like, now when I go to a wrestling show, I try to be off the whole day. I went to a show the other week and I did something today and I couldn't do it. But we definitely have a lot to prove when it comes to these overseas shows. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
for better TV, we
Oh, dude.
we need to have more shows like
I saw on Twitter someone say we get to go from the Australian crowd back to What Chance and a bunch of Yaz.
that. I don't like it. It says they call Seth a wanker.
You don't get that in America. I mean, sometimes you'll get a bitch chant.
Uh, we get a FU chant.
We got meat.
Yeah, I mean, so that's more of a professional wrestling crowd. That
Yeah,
we got meat chants from AEW, and like I'll say this on live. I remember about 18 minutes. There's a difference between WWE fans and professional wrestling fans.
absolutely.
A huge difference. Rarely do like you come to a city where there's an equal amount of both. I'm gonna say in Chicago, we can. In Chicago, it's a lot more professional wrestling fans than we have WWE fans. Most like random ragtag parts of the country, they're just coming to see their favorite wrestler in WWE. So they don't, they chant whatever they tell them to chant. Yeah, no, Bullet Club. The mention of the entire entrance that John Cena wrote for AJ Styles made a grown man cry. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, absolutely. When what's her name? Taylor.
Yeah,
When she said the definition of total nonstop action, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
I shed a tear. There were several parts to this, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, um, I cried a little bit when AJ Styles debuted.
Oh
That
yeah.
was that was my
Albeit we
guy.
were confused as shit for a few moments whenever his music hit, but
Yeah, yeah. In
confused Roman.
hindsight, everybody was like, "What's going on? Why are we so focused on Roman?" But that's the loudest pop I've heard in recent memory.
It's one of them. I mean, of course, the Saudi Arabian crowd for Sami Zayn, which we never expected.
Yeah, it took him a minute too. It took him a minute. Oh no, for sure. That was most definitely a match of the year candidate. I don't think we're going to get a better singles match in WWE this year.
Oh, probably not. We've got what, a month and a half left?
Yeah. So I mean, triple threat match of the year definitely goes to the women's triple threat at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even say the one at Backlash. Naomi stole that one for sure, even though she stole them both. But that's triple threat of the year, in my opinion. I think the only thing that comes close to that, and again, in my opinion, is Gable Americano versus Vikingo in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was a great match too.
But other than that, maybe Cody Cena 2 is number 3.
That match was fucking insane. That one was a really damn good match.
But we haven't had the kind of wrestling that I would have wanted to see from WWE this year. The storytelling of the finishers. So it was interesting to see who AJ Styles chose to pay tribute to, as
It
well as
was his
John Cena.
TNA boys because it was
And
the people he went up with in TNA, which was really awesome to see.
wasn't it everybody weren't they all in Fortune?
So he did the whatever Kazarian called his Spanish fly.
Fade to
He
Fade to Black, right?
Yeah, I think it was Fade to Black. Yeah, so he did the Fade to Black. He did the Angel's Wings. He did the Coquina Clutch. He did a Sweet Chin Music, which you can also say was the
That's called Super Kick.
last shot. What
Yeah,
else did he hit?
he
I feel
paid
like he hit
tribute to.
the Scorpion Death Drop as well, which is another one of AJ's biggest rivals. The only one that he didn't hit, I don't think, was Angle Slam.
That makes sense. So he hit the Coquina, but most of everyone else was in Fortune. Christopher Daniels, Robert Roode, James Storm. I
Oh
think
yeah, he had a
Kazarian.
Rude Bomb as well.
Yeah, he did. I think Kazarian was in there as well.
Yeah, Kazarian was in Fortune.
Yeah, so it was Fortune plus Sting
And then Joe.
and Joe. Yeah, because Joe had. I,
And I think he froze again. But yeah, knowing that AJ Styles was able to call out to all of his TNA rivals, teammates, people that he really grew up with in TNA, that was awesome. And then Cena going on and doing all the tributes that he did. It was interesting to see him do the accolade with Rusev because when I think back, I don't know if that's one of the greatest rivalries Cena's had, but it's always cool to see just any type of callback like that. Oh,
that's crazy because I was
who says
just
that?
about to get. I was just about to get on and start commenting in the comments. I was just about to jump in.
um, yeah, what did you think of the AJ Styles ones? And then we can continue listing the John Cena ones.
I think with the shine that TNA has gotten from this partnership with WWE to even let's say someone like Kazarian who got to have a match in TNA or NXT on like national TV after previously only having matches on Velocity. To see Trick Williams,
20 plus years before.
right? To see Trick Williams hold the TNA World Championship. To see Kelani Jordan hold the Knockouts title. It has to be. It has to mean something to people like Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, uh, Bobby Roode, James Storms, the real originals,
I
Amazing Red,
mean,
even.
we got Joe Hendry holding the TNA World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
That's it, a lot of people will sit here and be like, he got squashed, but it wasn't. What was that? Was that Randy's 20th WrestleMania?
Yeah, It was a Randy moment. It didn't have to be the moment for Joe Hendry was the pop for his entrance theme, the pop for the turnaround. And
Yeah.
for him to eat an RKO like that and that be the, the end of the match, again, one of the most protected finishers in wrestling. It's not that bad. Again, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship was at WrestleMania, was on TV at WrestleMania.
And if you think about it, that has to crack top 5 WrestleMania RKOs.
Oh, absolutely.
It might be
Absolutely.
it might be a comfortable 5, but it has to crack
Because
top 5.
nothing's stopping that fucking Seth Rollins
No,
pop up.
because that's
That's the
top 3.
greatest. That's the greatest WrestleMania RKO we've ever gotten.
Yeah, and that's top 3 RKOs of all time.
Absolutely, and it's
So
probably not. It's probably not 3.
it's either 1 or 2. Yeah, it
Yeah,
depends on who you talk to. It's either that one's number 1 or Evan Bourne.
the Evan Bourne one. Hello, Mr. Squirrel.
So John Cena told definitely told a different story. Let's record. I wouldn't disagree to that.
That's probably how he came up with the idea. He's like, "Hey, Seth, step on the back of my head, and I'm just going to launch you."
Hey Seth, let me see if I can do something real quick.
Hey, I know we haven't tried this, but I have an idea.
No, so apparently they rehearsed it, and Randy didn't want to
You
do
kind
it.
of, you kind of have to test that. You kind of have to
Yeah,
rehearse that.
Randy didn't want to do it because he couldn't get it in rehearsal, and Seth was like, "You'll get it in the moment," and he got it in the moment.
I mean, adrenaline's a motherfucker, dude.
Ain't it? But look, John Cena's choice of finishers told a different story, a lot of which was in his early career and his resurgence with the U.S. title.
Absolutely.
His early career, you have the Walls of Jericho.
That was a crazy one because, as I was saying about Rusev, like when you think of Cena rivalries, you don't really think about the Jericho rivalries.
Not at first, because that's early Cena. That's before he started cooking for real. We pick up Cena after Edge, but I think Jericho was before.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho was like one of the very first feuds he had coming over.
Would that have been a Thugonomics Cena, or would that be post Thugonomics?
That was post Thugonomics Cena. Even though
Okay, so probably like the beginning of the Chain Gang type Cena.
but his very first matches in WWE were with Jericho, if I'm not mistaken. Prototype Cena.
Maybe. I would
That
have to
was
really think back on that.
that was most definitely his first pay-per-view match.
And then he went on to hit the skull crushing finale, the Miz rivalry, which again, not a whole lot of people remember too fondly, but really was a good rivalry.
I don't. I don't remember that too fondly at all. Then
What else did he hit?
he hit the showstopper choke slam. Stop saying that this was a shout out to Undertaker.
He already did the tombstone. He already did a tombstone. That was a showstopper chokeslam.
Yes. So John Cena's very first WWE win was at Vengeance 2002, where he defeated Chris Jericho.
Okay. Damn, it was his first win.
His first.
So he really called deep to people that helped him build his career. Because again, yeah, like we brought up with the Big Show, the Showstopper chokeslam. That was John Cena's first WrestleMania win. Was
Right.
beating Big Show for the U.S. title.
I think that was his first title win, period, on the main roster.
Probably, I think that was both. His first
Yeah.
Mania win plus first title win, singles title. Well, he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't win the tag team championships until later in his career by storyline happenstance.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Then there was Tombstone, Accolade, and Suge froze again. But yes, like Suge was saying, the story that Cena was telling was kind of a different story to the AJ Styles finishers. Uh, calling back all the way back to his first few years on the main roster as John Cena. I heard Suge.
I was in the middle of typing.
Well, say what you were typing.
The Accolade was the start of his career resurgence when he took the Accolade off Rusev, or not the Accolade, the U.S. title off Rusev at whatever Mania that was.
31, I believe. That was the same WrestleMania with Sting and Triple H, right?
Was it? It might. Yeah, it was.
See, what I remember about that mostly is the story that Rusev and Lana tell about the tank.
No, I have to think of the title, the title picture at the time. So I know, first of all, one of the very rare people who got to see Sting in WWE. Didn't get to see Sting in TNA. Didn't get to see Sting in AEW, but I did get to see Sting in WWE. Up to WrestleMania 31. John Cena won the U.S. title there, and I want to say he lost it to Seth Rollins, but won it back. If I'm not mistaken, because he went into, was it SummerSlam with 2 belts, and he was feuding with
Seth
Sting.
had 2 belts at SummerSlam, and so he beat John Cena for the
It's not me this time.
U.S. title, right?
It's not me this time.
Okay, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Did I freeze? For how long?
Can't. Oh, a couple of seconds. It wasn't me this time. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's move on from this. Did you have anything else to say about the Cena AJ?
I like how it really came down to AJ Styles making a mistake. I love the work that Wade Barrett does on commentary, by saying, AJ Styles was expecting he was expecting the STF, but he wasn't expecting a skull crushing finale. He wasn't expecting a tombstone power driver. He wasn't expecting all the moves. And John Cena didn't even hit his regular moves that he would hit in a big match moment. Like, we didn't see a code red from John Cena. We didn't see that leg drop.
Oh shit! You know what else I forgot? When they teased the 619 because the audience started chanting 619, 619, and he gets him down and hits the ropes, comes back, and AJ just cuts it off with the clothesline.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cool little tease because we know Cena's old ass is not doing a 619.
Absolutely not. But I love how they thought, because in wrestling, anything is possible, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of things being possible, what'd you think about the rest of the matches on the card? Now, mind you,
Let's see.
I only saw the opener, Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton, which I think they had a great match. And this match, I tuned out for everything else because I'm not going to hold you, not interested in anything Rhea Ripley's got going on. I haven't been interested in Rhea Ripley for a very long time.
See, the what I can tell you about those last two matches, the Rhea Io versus uh, Kairi and Asuka, it was a good match. It was about what I expected from those four. Um, yeah, it was just a match that you would expect. It was probably just a match to really get the Rhea Ripley pop in Australia.
Yeah, let
And
the
then
hometown people.
or not Cena, Cody versus Seth. Long. It was a long match. It felt long. We could probably look back at the time of the match, and it wouldn't detail how long it felt. But there was a lot of high spots. They did a lot of shit in this match. Like Cody hit a top rope crossroads, and I got very worried after hearing about what happened to Kota Ibushi.
So
So
I'm looking for I'm looking for the time, but I 29 minutes and 40 seconds. By the way,
it felt like one of AEW's 45-minute matches.
oh, that was an insane
Yes.
spot. This match was full of insane spots. It's kind of like it in the AJ Styles John Cena match, they were like, okay, let me pull out some influential moves, other people that I've not done before to pay tribute. In this match, it's like let me just start making stuff up as we go. Let me hit
Mm-hmm.
the creative finisher tab, and
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is a crossroads off the top rope not leading to a three?
it kind of reminded me of Rhea Ripley hitting that Eradicator off the table in Saudi Arabia. He's like, "Oh, you want to channel somebody? I got you."
Bro, I saw that on Twitter earlier today. It was a clip of that and them saying, "Huh, I wonder what type of matches Seth was watching to prepare for this match."
Somebody get me a guitar and drop D. I want to see something.
That was a crazy spot, though. Seth really just put his whole body into that and blew out his shoulder.
It kind of reminds me of what happened in the inaugural Universal Championship match, where who was it? Finn Balor blew his entire shoulder out, taking that buckle bomb on the barricade.
See, I feel like Seth gets special permission for something like that. Either that or he got yelled at as soon as he got through the curtain.
And then he was like, "Not right now. My shoulder hurts."
Boss, I understand. I can't feel my fingers.
And then when we saw him on Raw, he couldn't do anything. And I think Heyman tapped his shoulder in the promo, and he had to apologize real quick. He was real quiet. Sorry. I said, "Oh, it's that bad."
Well, they said that Sean Ross Sapp put out a tweet saying that he was in a sling as soon as he left the arena.
It's tender to the touch. Okay, it's
Yeah,
bad.
that's a separation at best.
But they would have been able to pop a separation back in.
Yeah, but the day after he'll probably be in a sling.
I don't think you turn his entire faction on him if he's going to be okay after a couple weeks. And I've been waiting to display this one. Where'd it go? The betrayal of CrossFit Jesus. Yeah, that was something I don't think anybody had on their bingo card for 6 months.
I like that they're forcing Heyman into this. Uh-oh. Is this one me? Is this one Suge? After what he said last time, I'm not sure. We got 20 people in the viewers pool. Thank you so much for tuning in. What in the hell was that? But yeah, I keep seeing like a comment pop up and then disappear. And Suge has disappeared. Cool. So, yeah, the Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed turning on Seth Rollins. This is probably going to be something to keep him out of TV for a little bit so that way his shoulder heals. How long? Probably not too long. I don't think I've seen any. Oh, and nope. Don't take me off the stage. There's Suge back.
So wow, I can't.
Personally, I think Paul Heyman needs to get out of these abusive relationships.
I do too. I don't know what happened. I think you have. I don't have a record of any of the old chats, but I was trying to hop in on Twitter, but I guess it didn't like my.
Oh, dude, I kept seeing like comment pop up and then disappear, pop up and then disappear. I could
It
not
was
see your comments.
it was me. No, I just told you, it's me. It's me for sure. But yeah, Paul Heyman really does need to get out of these very abusive relationships. He's most definitely in this against his will. And where do we go from here? Do you have someone go after the Intercontinental Championship? The other go after the World Heavyweight title? Because
I
it doesn't.
mean, it looks like Braun Breaker is going to be going after Seth. Bronson would probably therefore go after the IC title, or is he going to be bronze heavy?
Just Braun need a heavy? I don't think so.
When you built like that, no.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. I don't like it. To be honest, I didn't like the Vision as three men
I didn't
because
like the way that they were booking it.
yeah,
Because the group as a whole, those three were phenomenal.
yeah, yeah.
Like you can put it like if you have those three together, it shouldn't have failed.
But my issue is like, do you turn the Bronze into a tag team? Because that's what it seems like would be done in that situation. Like, okay, we have all these people. It's two people, so that must mean they have to be a tag team. Am I right? Like that's just WWE logic.
I mean, yes, that is WWE logic, but do you have them as a tag team? Like they could be a tag team if like Braun loses to Seth a couple times. I mean, we can also talk about the fact that CM Punk got the number one contender spot.
Crazy. I had to pull a Matty. It's leg day. My legs getting tired sitting. But I don't. It kind of seems like we're back at square one in a sense. Because if you
Yeah, I
think
think I
about
saw
it,
something that said it was only 130 something days that the group was together.
yeah. But so my thing is, okay, how did we get the belt on Seth Rollins via CM Punk? So Seth Rollins is now hurt. CM Punk is the number one contender. If Seth Rollins is hurt, that means the belt's probably going to end up right back on CM Punk.
Then he'll be a two-time world heavyweight champion.
3, really.
Yeah.
Because it's a continuation of. Technically, he's the first person. He might be the only person that can do this because he's so old. But he's the first person to hold the last iteration and this iteration of the World Heavyweight Championship.
Orton hasn't held it.
Nope.
When they were 2 belts, the undisputed that Brock Lesnar and Cena held, did Seth hold those?
No. He held the unified belt.
Just the one strap, yeah?
Yeah. Because nobody else.
Yeah, I don't think so, because Gunther held the damn thing for a year.
Yeah, Gunther wasn't there. Jay Uso was there. He wasn't main event Jay Uso.
No, he was nowhere near that World Heavyweight title.
Nowhere. So, yeah, no, it's CM Punk might be the only person to hold both iterations of that belt unless Triple H comes out of retirement.
Which I don't think that ever happening.
Me neither.
Unless for that Saudi mania.
That one night only.
You're not telling me that Triple H won't die for the Saudi paycheck.
For $6 million, you can buy a new heart with $6 million.
We can bring me back with that money, right?
No, just have the heart ready for me as soon as I get out the new heart. As soon as I leave, we're just gonna have them swap them out for me.
Swap them out. Put the new one in. Get it beaten.
Like the Iron Man with the Iron Man chorus. They're just gonna and then call him the Iron King.
Sits on the Iron Throne.
But yeah, we've hit. I gotta.
There was one more thing that you had on there, wasn't there? Oh, the releases.
The releases. WWE's broke.
You've been saying this for weeks now.
Also, wait a minute. Dang it, I don't have access to the old things, but Matt Cardona is having a match in WWE tonight. And he said, I've had over 1,000 matches in WWE as Zack Ryder. But tonight I have my first match in WWE as Matt Cardona.
I'm going to need somebody in the production truck to fuck with him and give him the rib by playing Whoa Radio.
I love that. Mustafa Ali did that when he had his match with Ethan Page.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he teased his old song, and then they cut to his new song.
I kind of fuck with that.
Yeah. Also, since we're here, Trick Williams lost the TNA World Championship to Mike Santana. It's the
Beautiful
only call
moment,
they
by
could
the
have
way.
made. Beautiful moment. We called it.
Also, I called the Hardys versus the Dudleys being a clunky mess. It was a good moment at the end, but sweet baby rays, that was bad.
Hey, they are on everybody involved in that match for the ending. Somebody said everybody wants to try to go out like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. You don't have that kind of juice.
No, like Sting was lucky to get the ending he got.
Yeah. I mean, so it was a serviceable match. I have a friend of mine that sent me a message. They watched the match. They said the only thing they wished that Edge and Christian could have been there. And the only thing, because it would have made it so everyone did, the Hardys and the Dudleys didn't have to work as hard.
Because then you make it a multi-man match other than just a tag team match.
Right. Like, honestly, if I could just get TK and TKO to have a moment in which they chilled out and did what was best for business, it would have been great to have Cope and Christian in that match, not necessarily in the finish of the match.
Hey, I'm pulling for that type of agreement for an Edge match, man.
So I want Edge versus Cena, and I also want Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get a once per year kind of deal going, please.
That'd be cool. Like,
a forbidden door.
Let's have a cross the line style moment. you know, but once per year somebody can cross that line.
I mean,
Have it
you
happen in
could have
TNA.
TNA. You could have TNA be that middle ground. That's what I was just about to say. You could have that be that middle ground.
I would love that because it'd be cool. You know what? Fuck it. I'm a lob it then. Since AEW works for New Japan, give me John Cena versus Tanahashi.
Absolutely not.
I
Have you
want to
seen
see it.
Tanahashi trying to run?
He doesn't need to
That man
run.
hurts. That man hurts.
He doesn't need to run in this match.
I mean, Cena versus Tanahashi would be a crazy moment. Like,
It'd be a draw. Like you can't tell me that we can't make a bunch of money with that.
so speaking of, let's kind of
That's
blow
a
through
Tokyo
the rest
Dome.
of TNA. Let's kind of blow through the rest of TNA. Steve Macklin beat Kazarian for the international title. He's got that back.
He won it back.
Yes, he did.
Doesn't that make him like a 3-time international champion?
I think so. I think so.
That's crazy. I'm about to look into it now.
There was a TNA Knockouts tag team title match on the pre-show, which I believe the Iconics retained.
Yeah.
Call Your Shot gauntlet match was a lot of fun. Ended in a really weird, dumb way, in my opinion. We had Nick Nemeth and Kazarian at the final two. There was a superplex spot where we had the legs lock and both men had their shoulders down for the 3 count. And instead of having them sudden death it, we got 2 Call Your Shot winners.
Yeah.
And the crowd went mild. They were not happy about it.
Yeah.
What else was there? Kalani Jordan retained.
Macklin is a 2-time international champion. I thought he lost it before, but I guess not.
Yeah, for some reason I thought he lost it to Mance Warner and got it back off of him.
You know, this is wrestling, so maybe it got stolen from him.
Potentially. What else? Yeah, Kalani Jordan beat Indy Hartwell. Kalani Jordan's still the TNA Women's Champion. See, the one match that I have not had a chance to see yet, and I'm really pissed about, is Javon Evans versus Leon Slater. How was that match?
I heard from KB. Shout out to KB, by the way. But I heard KB was amazing. The ending of the match, however, was straight garbage. They went to a 20-minute draw, and they went to a 20-minute time limit draw, and then they were convinced to give the crowd and the baby faces convinced them to get 5 more minutes out, and then Dark State ruins it.
But why though? What beef they got with that?
It would make sense for Dark State to ruin a tag team match, not the X Division title match. I'm just saying.
That could have been like I still haven't seen it, but like with the 2 people involved, they could have had a generational TNA match for the X Division, like a new age generational match. I did see some people on Twitter referring to it as when RVD and Jerry Lynn got into the ring for the first time.
Yeah, it was insane. Dark State dropped the tag team titles for no reason. Yeah, I think this was WWE's way of supporting 2 teams that meant so much to them as best they could. They could try to make the match seem as important as they possibly could by putting the NXT tag team championships on them. I don't necessarily like it. If you follow me on Twitter, which I know you do, Silver Fox, I don't like the state of tag team wrestling at all right now. There's only a few teams, in my opinion, getting it right currently. Let's go with the Hurt Business, the Infantry, Shane Taylor Promotions. I'm starting to like what I'm seeing from MFT, but other
I
than
was
that,
really happy to see them come back with the face paint.
oh, that was amazing. But other than that, tag team wrestling as a whole is kind of in the can right now. I'll give you an example. You have in MLW, you have the tag team championships on Dijak and Bishop Dyers, the former Baron Corbin, but you have them chasing Mads Kruger, which he's the world championship. But if your world champion is going to bury your tag team champions, why put the belts on these guys? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe to give him credible competition. They're champions, so. But it kind of doesn't make sense.
But like, build the tag teams you have. I don't think they have a lot right now. They won
A
the belt.
a lot of them either disbanded or got sucked up elsewhere.
Right, because they didn't keep Alex Kane, which upset me very much. Who else? They have the Andersons, but I just realized that I'm watching the same CW Anderson in MLW that was in Wrestling Society X back when I first started watching wrestling.
Same haircut too.
Same haircut, same gear. And then we have what? Glock Anderson Light Jr. over there. I think really the only thing you might be able to do in MLW right now is put that tag team championship belt on one of your CMLL teams, because from what I can see, that's where they're strongest at. And I did get to see them in Long Beach, California. Shout out to my hometown right now of Long Beach. 2 weeks ago, MLW had Slaughterhouse out here. I started watching it on TV, and I saw the damnedest thing. I saw Mads Kruger put C.W. Anderson in an electric chair and execute him, and pull the trigger, basically execute, buddy. He had a 5.62. But basically, he dropped the switch on the electric chair and shocked C.W. Anderson to win the match. I saw that, and I looked up where the match was happening, and I said I had to go. I had to get a piece of that for myself. I can't be Suge Wrestling and not support independent wrestling, because, as we think we covered on the last episode, WWE is out of its mind. WWE is broke, and they're trying to pass the buck. Broke. So I figure.
Did we talk about it? Did we get a chance to talk about it? Because Wes Lee got released.
Okay. So we
don't think we've had a chance to yell about this yet.
We've covered Rich Holland, and it's crazy because, again, Rich Holland has me blocked because I say quite often, y'all firing all these people who can, in fact, wrestle safely, but you still hire. You still got Rich Holland on the payroll. I think the top two of our gripes have been Rich Holland and Nikita Lyons. So now we're sitting
good
over
old
here.
Austin Knees at 26.
Austin Knees at 26. But yeah, we have some super duper seniors in NXT, in Evolve, that aren't getting any better, and you're keeping them around. But you have somebody like Wesley who you can give different assignments to. I don't like the fact that you have like a Goku level super Superface in Wesley, and it's your call for him to go heel. You know, you let him finish up his story with the Rascals, and then you decide you want him to go heel, and you don't give him any time on TV, any meaningful programs, and then fire him because it doesn't work. That doesn't make sense to me because it's your call. Wesley wasn't like, hey, I want to, like Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle went heel at MLW Slaughterhouse. He's no longer the king of bros. He's the rude dude. And I got to see sort of the inception of that at that show. But this is not something that Wesley, that we know, was interested in doing. I know Matt Riddle wanted to show this side of his character in WWE. He wanted to turn on Randy Orton because it'd make more sense for Riddle to turn on Orton because that would keep Riddle a heel because nobody's going to boo Randy Orton at this stage of his career.
Yeah.
Like, even if Randy Orton punts somebody tomorrow, we're just going to be like, hey, there go Randy.
Yeah, if Randy Orton hits a babyface with a punt kick, it's not like, oh no, Randy Orton turned heel. It was up. Fucking Jey Uso pissed off Randy Orton.
That Randy, you know.
Oh, Randy.
Randy Orton can do no wrong for us. And so, like, to make someone turn heel, to give them a faction, and then to do nothing with them, and then to be like, you know what, it's not working out, is absolutely bonkers to me. You can add if you'd like. I'm done. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me.
No, it really doesn't. Like, having Wesley turn on the Rascals was the first big mistake there. Then you had him start like a little bit of a faction where, you know, could have got him back up off the ground, especially as a heel. You had two heavies behind him. And now he's gone. I mean, Wesley's definitely probably going to be one of those guys that pops up in TNA that we've talked about pretty recently about. You don't think he's going to join the Rascals there?
The Rascals said that their contract with TNA expires at the end of the year.
Oh, shit. You don't think they're re-upping?
It'd be stupid not to.
And they would get a lot of money elsewhere, especially as a whole group.
It's four of them, yeah. Because they have a set. How many stables do you know right now that have a segment that goes with them?
Like, straight up. That treehouse follows them everywhere.
So the treehouse is going to go with them. Who else probably has one? Just probably the MVP, the MVP
lounge.
Yeah, like whatever he can. If he doesn't own that, he could do something else with that. You know.
Yeah.
The Hurt Syndicate Playhouse, whatever you need to do to put couches in a ring with a bucket of champagne on ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they've also, again, a lot of the other people they released were WWE ID talent, Evolve people, LFG people, and Stevie Turner, who had been there for like a decade.
See, right, since NXT UK.
And yeah, it was funny because I saw her tweet out. She was like, "What do you mean? I can finally wrestle again?"
Right, because do you think that Robert Stone ever gets the itch to wrestle again?
Do you think he likes being just a glorified bump card for being a manager?
For women, yeah. He's not even taking bumps from like
that. Doesn't he have an X Division title under his belt?
Yes, he does.
Like no, several tag team title runs. He's not like a joke. But yeah, you're not telling me that he wouldn't be too happy with it, or he wouldn't be too upset with a hey, we got to let you go so I can wrestle again.
Yeah. And speaking of recent contract things, another thing I kind of low key forgot to mention in the whole
Yes.
Ridge Holland story is Ridge Holland took a pay cut on his last contract with WWE. So he
I
signed a
mean,
contract.
the writing was kind of on the wall for him, wasn't it?
Unfortunately, he says he had a black cloud that sort of hung over his career, and yeah, you injured an incredible talent. You injured a light to the business that no one had a bad thing to say about, and that's something anywhere. So I get it. It didn't work out for bro. I don't. I never would wish him to be injured and not able to get on his feet, like literally, and and go get
I
some
mean,
more money.
he'll go get money out on the indies, or I mean, he also has a bunch of rugby experience, so that's not out of the realm of possibility either. He could go in the realm of analysts and shit like that.
Yeah,
Because
I
if there's one thing you learn in WWE, it's promo class. That will
right.
serve him very well outside of the WWE, especially on you know, color commentary or some shit like that for sports.
Yeah, for sports, I don't necessarily want to hear the things he has to say about wrestling per se,
Yeah.
but I don't watch rugby, so
Suge's like, you could do that.
yeah, no, go for what you know. But yeah, that's about it. Let me make sure we hit everything.
I was about to say, is that it? I know Takeshita beat Zack Sabre Jr., new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, that's beautiful. I can't. And now he's triple contracted, so he's under contract with AEW, um, DDT, and New Japan. And
Wait,
someone
he's
said
still
that
under contract with DDT?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So I like the fact that somebody said they didn't like the fact that Hechicero signed a contract with both AEW and CMLL. I don't
You
like
don't like
the fact,
someone getting paid?
yeah, I don't like the fact that you think people should be doing all this for the love of the game.
You don't think people should be paid for their art, for their work.
Yeah, I
That's what
don't.
I'm hearing.
You must be you must subscribe to slavery. You must want to see
Bro, that
people
would be
like
like
getting
being upset. That would be like being upset at an actor for doing two movies at once. Like, what the fuck you mean? You're not putting your all into this movie?
if I listen, get money the best way you can. As long as you can continue to perform at a high level, please get your money. Like I'm not a fan of Bandito doing it because Bandito has a crazy schedule.
Oh yeah. Bandito was going crazy. Wasn't he going like 5 days a week for like a year and a half straight, 2 years straight?
Yeah, Bandito's still wrestling a lot. And I don't like the fact that he's wrestling more than he's defending that world championship in the Ring of Honor. And that's why Athena is going to be, and the women's championship will be head and shoulders above that men's championship because it's just not enough. It's not enough
See, and
pay.
every time they have a Ring of Honor pay per view, I'm like, this is the one. This is the one where Athena drops it, and it's like such a close match, and it's another creative way of Athena winning.
Yeah, and it's not the same with the men's challengers or the men's matches. Like we're going from Hechicero, which they've run 3 times now, to Blake Christensen.
Is it him now?
Yeah, he's next. Not Roosh, not Claudio again,
Former Ring of Honor champions.
not Jay Lethal. You know, Not even Brody King. I don't know what they're cooking over there at AEW.
They've been like this for a few years, man. Ring of Honor has not been the same.
Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's like it's a mystery flavor. You don't know what you're gonna get until you get there. But anyway, it's about time for us to head out. My back is
I
hurting.
think that's it.
Yeah, my legs are killing me. Shout out to the Greg Cherry brand. Shout out to Greg Cherry. He's created a way for this to be possible for us to not only stream to YouTube and to X. Pretty soon, we're going to be on Twitch, and we're going to be streaming that there as well. And I haven't decided if we're going to go Instagram or Facebook, but hopefully we can get some action over there too.
We've got a lot of ways that we can get content out again. So yeah, thank you, Greg Cherry, for opening this up. And I think it's going to be a great business deal for all of us.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. It's a lot cheaper than what we were going to try to do. So fuck it. I can come up with $15 a month, even if I gotta go hit the pole,
Hey, dude, that's a like Netflix subscription. That's cheaper than Netflix.
It is, even though T-Mobile's been playing for my Netflix for quite some time. Even though I don't know how much longer we're gonna be with them.
Oh yeah, especially if you guys gonna move, like actually move, T-Mobile might not be the move.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up. You got anything you need to plug, Matty?
Raw Ball Sunday, this Sunday. Broncos play the Giants. They gave me a fucking heart attack when we were playing the Jets, so all I need is for these creatine Caucasians to ruin my day.
The creatine Caucasians.
Bro, look up creatine Caucasian on X, and you are going to see a bunch of shit about Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo. These two boys are they are going to rejuvenate the New York Giants franchise.
I just love creatine. Oh wow!
I told you.
Because I just started.
I wish I could have come up with something that creative. That's fucking hilarious.
Hey yo, I love it. Okay, I might have to tune in for the creatine Caucasians. They should call. That's what we should call Hank and Tank.
Like a couple of creatine Caucasians.
The creatine Caucasians versus the exciting whites. That's what. I love that. I love that for y'all. You got anything you need to plug besides that?
No, it's just that this week.
Oh hell yeah! Well, I'm finna go take a nap.
Me too, pal. Shit.
Hell yeah! Well, thank all of y'all for tuning in. All 23 of you guys. Please like and share. We will be back Monday morning.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Every time we say that, it's going to be followed by ... Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully we can have some guests on here now that we got some of this stuff.
Got some motion going.
Yeah. But again, thank y'all. We finna go see Matt Cardona and what he gonna do on NXT. Y'all stay safe, stay hydrated, stay out of this hurricane. With these tornado warnings we got out here on the West Coast, y'all be safe, stay dry.
Tornadoes in California?
We got a rare tornado warning. Yeah. Incredibly rare.
All right. Well, you guys stay safe over there because tornado's nothing to play with.
Yeah, we're gonna try. You know, we'll be in the tub if anything happens. You know, you catch us in the bathtub.
Yeah, I just hope y'all stay safe.
We're gonna try.
Please.
We're doing our
And,
best.
and if anything, go live.
I will.
That's some
All right.
content.
I'll definitely record. I don't know about going live. But
It's raining sideways.
where's the umbrella? A half mile down the road.
Anything we can get for you? Soup.
So
What kind? Pumpkin.
funky. Yep. All right. I'm gonna go lay down. Hopefully y'all can go lay down too. Y'all have a good rest of y'all evening. We're gonna catch y'all in the next one.
Have a great one, y'all.
Hit the red button at the top this time.
I can hit it for you. I got one.